So this is Justin for the Mtgnoob, and I'm going to be showcasing a couple different modern decks for you. Not all at once, but just over for the next indeterminate amount of time. So I was thinking of a couple different ones that I kind of wanted to do this week. I kind of wanted to show Tron. I kind of wanted to show Living End, since that seems to be making a comeback, and that's got to be one of my most favorite decks ever. But I decided to go with Bug Control, and this was a deck that LSV played on Channel Fireball a little while back now, and I thought it was pretty interesting because it kind of takes the green and the black part of the Jund Shell, which is really one of the most powerful things you can do right now, and kind of adds a little element of control on top of that. It basically gives you the ability to flash back any of the instants and the one of mana leak that you are playing, and as well with the clicks, it really gives you a real sense of control over your opponent, because you're really looking at their hand all the time. So one problem with this deck is that the sideboard is kind of wonky. It's just like a bunch of 1-ofs, and the original builder of this deck, I'm sure, just did not know what to put there, and that's why you just see like a little utility case of a whole bunch of different things. So that's one thing that could maybe be tuned a little bit better. One card I think you might be surprised that's in here is Duskmantle Seer. I've played 8 rounds now with this deck, and I have still never played this card. I thought it was interesting when I saw it on this list and its inclusion, and I can understand why it's in the deck, since it combos really well with Liliana, in that you can get the best top 2 cards while making your opponent discard at the same time, so they don't really only get 1 card out of it while getting beat on by this guy at the same time. But I just never had an opportunity to play him, and I was just always more happy with the Dark Confidant. So I have a feeling that he's better served by being something else in the future. So I actually recorded this intro after all of the games. So what I did this week is I just recorded a bunch of different 2-man queues. So in the future I might continue doing that with 2-man queues, since it can be kind of hard to get an 8-man in Modern, like on the fly. But I might try and get in a couple of those. So one thing you'll notice over these next 4 rounds is that in the 3rd round, or maybe it's the 2nd round, it's against Red Deck Wins, I make an absolutely terrible play where I just was fundamentally confused about the mechanics of the rules, just because it had been a week and a half since I played last. But it ended up not costing us the game or the match. So I guess we kind of got lucky there. But yeah, go ahead and enjoy.